The FPV drone I've been flying for the last little bit is the DJI Avata, but the Axis Fly mod. So it's fully customized. It's got better motors, better propellers. It's so much quieter. It's such an amazing drone. I made a video about it a couple months ago where I took it all the way to Costa Rica, flew it around. It was an amazing experience, but over there I wasn't really able to fly it in full acro mode. And so right now I'm gonna really just kind of push it to its limits with acro mode and yeah, just see more of like what this drone is capable of. Surprisingly few people know about this drone. I actually found out about it by complete accident. 3-4-ish months ago, I crashed my original DJI Avata. It was the only FPV drone that I had. So from the point where I crashed my drone, 2 weeks later, I was flying to Costa Rica to go do another FPV shoot. So I was like scrambling to find a drone. Of course, my dilemma was, do I stick with the DJI ecosystem and get just like another Avata as a replacement, or do I completely go and just do custom analog drones again? I decided to just get a drone from Facebook Marketplace, like just a regular DJI Avata, just use it if I crash it, whatever. There was one listing that caught my eye, and it was this drone. It was the DJI Avata Axis Fly mod. This guy from Brazil basically got the DJI Avata and then had somebody make the Axis Fly mod on it, and then he just didn't have time to fly it. He was selling it for like 3 or 4 months and couldn't find somebody to buy it. I was really skeptical at first because I thought there was gonna need to be like a whole analog side to it where I needed to do more like coding and programming and just like setting up the drone. And so I swooped in and I was like, is it available? And he said yes. So I ended up having a successful shoot in Costa Rica and everything went just absolutely amazing. And it was actually a big bonus that this drone is super quiet. So I wasn't disturbing like any of the wildlife or the other guests at like the resort hotel that we were staying at. So it worked out really, really well. And then I came back and it was just like raining, just not good weather. So now the weather is finally amazing, and yeah, I want to take out this drone again and just see more of like what it's capable of. What's actually different about this drone? Right off the bat, the frame is a lot wider on this one. I noticed that right away. And the fact that it's built on top of a carbon fiber frame makes it not only like super, super durable, but also super lightweight. Now, this DJI Avata Axis Fly mod is like the tiniest bit more heavy than the original Avata, but the build quality feels a lot more solid. Personally, I haven't had any problems if I've crashed it. Like there's been no damage to the frame, the propellers, the motors, like nothing. When I picked up this drone, one thing that I noticed right away, which was just so good for me, was the fact that it has a inbuilt GoPro mount. So this is a carbon fiber GoPro mount that's put on top of the drone. In the past, I use like 3D printed mounts for my GoPro, and anytime I crash, like even the smallest crash, they would fly off or they would crack, and like that's pretty much it. This is a major improvement, and it just shows like this was really made to take the Avata and make it into like a real cinematic drone and not just like a consumer cine whoop type thing. I'll be super honest, I don't know a whole lot about propellers and motors, but this is a 4-blade propeller, whereas the original Avata is a 5-blade propeller. The motors are a lot quieter. Like they just look like they're obviously higher quality motors. The biggest issue that I had with the original Avata was how loud it was. Like that thing, when it took off, you got nervous. It was just that high-pitched squeal of the Avata is just so annoying. I'm super glad that when I took off on this drone, I didn't hear that sound, and it just made me so over the moon happy. Other than that, it's really pretty much the same drone. Like you use the same DJI Avata batteries, it's the same camera, the same control module, even the sensors on the bottom are the same. I was really happy when I got this drone because I could continue using like the goggles that I had, the controller that I had, all the batteries that I had worked. And then when I bought it off the guy, he had like extra batteries to give me. So I ended up with more batteries, which is always a plus. I wanna do a test flight here with no GoPro, show you like what this drone is capable of, because it's actually insane. All right, let's go put out this thing and fly this thing around. It's so cool. I found this really epic place up in the mountains. It's an RC plane park. So there's an actual runway with like numbers on it and everything. So it's super official. I might come back here a few more times, but yeah, super cool place. I love it. I just want to say that this drone is trouble. It is powerful, it is silent. DJI Avata, the original one, good luck doing a power loop. If you did a power loop in manual mode and acro mode, everything would shut off and it would just stop. Yeah, this drone, it's okay with power loops if you do them properly. It can do tons of tricking and things, but I don't really think that's where the strengths lie in this drone. The strengths of this drone isn't like doing power loops and tricking, and like that's more of like custom built 5-inch drones that you can just like completely modified to just be a tricking drone, right? You don't need to film cinematic footage with that. This drone is not for that stuff. This drone is for getting cinematic footage. It's for flying longer and being able to hold a GoPro on it. That's essentially like what it's all about. It's made to be more durable for filmmakers' use. If you're flying indoors and around people, this drone is absolutely perfect because it has the prop guards, it is light, it's quiet. So those are really the strengths of this drone. It's not about the tricking, it's not about the power loops. That stuff is for a different build. This build is like the best cinematic drone because you're still in the DJI ecosystem. You have those safety features. You have return to home, you have GPS, you have the recording from the last 30 seconds of the flight, you have the flight logs and everything. And so it is really reliable. I'd say this is the most reliable FPV cinematic drone build out there currently. Like the stock DJI products, they're good, but they're just made for the most average kind of consumer. Whereas this DJI Avata with the modified kit, it's really made to take the best of both worlds with custom and analog and combine it together into just an absolute powerhouse of a drone. So I'm really happy with that. I have been doing FPV shoots for a number of years now. I've done like so many different types of shoots and they've all been so fun, but I think the most exciting by far is figuring out this travel hack where you can fly FPV and get FPV footage for like hotels, resorts, villas, beautiful places to stay at in like literally any country of the world, and give them FPV footage in exchange for completely free stay. Now, I've done this a number of times. It's so amazing because you just get to stay at these beautiful places and you have permission to fly your FPV drone. It's just amazing, and it's led to so many amazing opportunities and so many amazing trips and travel things. It got me thinking. I was like, I had questions on my other video of like, how do you do this? How do you reach out to these hotels, resorts? How do you get in touch with them and get these free stays and all that? And it was super interesting because I thought it was just like a really simple thing, but I guess over the years I really honed in that whole aspect of being able to lock in deals like this, some free, some paid. I was toying around with the idea of making a dataset library, which is essentially like a compilation of videos where I share exactly how to go through like the email template process, how to reach out, how to find emails of these places, how to get in touch with the managers, what to offer, how to put together like an FPV demo reel, other travel tips, you know, traveling with your drone. Until I started to get questions from my videos, I never really realized like how much actually goes into it, but I've been toying around with the idea of creating something like that, releasing it here on the channel. So if you'd be interested in something like that, let me know in the comments down below. It'd be very, very interesting to create something like that. Where do you actually find this drone and get one for yourself? That's a very, very valid question. For me, I was lucky enough to find it on Facebook Marketplace of all places, but funny enough, the guy who sold it to me, he had his original Avata and he found the kit online, which he ordered in, but he sent it off to a guy in our city to build it for him. So that's one option. If you just have the Avata, you can buy the kit and have someone else build it for you. It's gonna cost a little bit of extra money, but that way you know that like everything is going to work. Or you can just simply buy the kit online, and then if you're really good with repairing and building drones and doing all these things, you can do it yourself and add your own modifications, which is pretty awesome. I haven't really seen any places where you can buy this specific drone pre-made already, which begs the question, is this a drone worth getting? I would say it depends. It really, really does depend on if you're a filmmaker, if you're a hobbyist. Like if you just want to fly drones for fun, I think there's so many other drones out there which are much more suited for just fun flying and tricking and doing all these things. If you want to get cinematic footage and you want to have an FPV drone that not only is fast, quiet, and really, really powerful, but also reliable and has a ton of great safety features that the DJI ecosystem really just outperforms anyone at, then I think this drone is actually like a really, really great bet. And with the Avata 3 coming out in a little bit, it seems like the prices of the original DJI Avata batteries and the whole drone itself is gonna drop. Obviously, it might be the perfect time to grab this drone. You can get the parts for a lot cheaper, you can have it pre-made or build it yourself, and honestly have a drone that's just really, really good. I would definitely recommend this drone if you're a cinematic filmmaker and you want to get cinematic, beautiful, crisp shots. You want to have a powerful yet silent drone. This is just like an absolute no-brainer. I'm not switching from this model unless like DJI releases something just completely mind-blowing, like a very quiet, silent, powerful drone with amazing footage, you know. Other than that, I'm happy with where I'm at right now, honestly. So I'm gonna be continuing flying this drone and just pushing it to its limits. So with that being said, let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below, and I'll see you in a new video very, very soon. Peace.